Today we'll be conducting an interview about consumer behavior and trying to figure out the process of making a purchase in someone's brain. Today we'll be conducting this interview with
Corey McIntosh.
And he will help us to find out what goes on in someone's mind as they're making a purchase. So Corey, what was your most recent major purchase?
My most recent large purchase, I would say, was my MacBook Pro. That was my first purchase of an Apple product in my life.
Is there any particular reason why you bought this product?
I was curious as to how a Mac actually works. I guess the main reason why I purchased it had to do with my field. I work in the IT field, and it's very beneficial to know both how to use a Mac and how to use a PC. So this is my opportunity. I bought it, and I'm becoming very familiar with it.
Is there anyone who influenced you to buy this product?
I would say yes. Probably a combination of people. Two of my coworkers, they're part-time DJs. One works in the same field as me, and the other works in accounting. And they both have Macs. They bring it to work every day, and they're always getting on my case, like, you need to get a Mac, man. You need to get a Mac. You know, it's the in thing. And then outside of it being the in thing, you know, they're showing me how how smooth it works, like when they're doing their whole DJ thing, which is something I'm semi-familiar with. Like, I'm not a DJ, but I live with a DJ. My cousin is a part-time DJ, but he doesn't have a Mac. He uses a PC. So, you know, when they come over to the house, there's this whole bickering, you know, competition, like, oh, you know, my mixes come out better because I use a Mac, and, you know, I mix okay and I use a PC, you know.
Where did you buy this product?
I bought it in the store, Soho location. I figured since I'm going to do it, might as well get the whole experience. A lot of the brand marketing for Apple is, you know, the experience of the store, the displays, and, you know, the whole tech people who are there who can show you all the things that your Mac can do. I guess you can kind of say it was an impulse buy. It was just one of those things where, you know, they tell you about the student discount, and you're watching like commercials, and they're like, oh, get $100 off, get a free iPod Touch, and, you know, and I wanted it, so I went out and bought it. We went one day after work and just took the train, like 3 stops, and went in the store and purchased.
Do you consider yourself ethnic or multicultural?
I consider myself multicultural. I guess the American culture, you know, I'm born and raised here in America, Bronx native, Yankees. So I say American culture and also Guyanese culture, because although I'm raised here in America, I was raised by descendants from Guyana, first generation.
Would you say that they influence your purchases?
I wouldn't necessarily, well, I guess so. You would have to say they influence your purchases. I guess just in what the environment I grew up in, and I guess the values that they taught me about money and things you should value, how you should spend your money, and, you know, things that you should prepare for in life. I would definitely say that they've influenced my purchases into to the point where I would say I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself wasteful. I do purchase some things that I like, purchase most things that I need.
You mentioned that you try not to be wasteful. What exactly do you mean by that?
and trying not to be wasteful. I guess it goes back to my cultural upbringing. Being raised by my grandmother and my aunts from Guyana, who I guess in growing up, they like the value of money was the value of money. Like, it wasn't something to just be thrown around. It was used when it was needed, for, not only for emergencies, but, for things you wanted, but never for just things that, because you see it and you want it, you get it. Never like, stuff like that. That's what I consider wasteful, where you're getting things that you necessarily won't use. You're just getting because, you see it, you want it, you like it, you buy it. I consider that wasteful.
Do you consider yourself affluent or wealthy?
Not at all.
If you don't mind me asking, how much was this product?
The laptop itself, I believe $1,400, but it came with other Apple products. It came with the iPod Touch, a 16 gig, which is a beautiful product in itself.
So, you mentioned that you're not wealthy and try not to be wasteful, so you just wake up and walk into an Apple store and say, I'm going to drop $1,400 on a MacBook Pro?
It was definitely, it was a process to it. Like I called it a spur-of-the-moment purchase, but there was definitely, some type of thought process going on there. Like, it's something that I thought about leading up to the day where I was like, I'm gonna get that. So there were, along the way, just, you see things about it where you say, one day I want that, one day I want that, one day I want that. And as they build up, the pluses of you having it versus the cost starts to, it becomes more beneficial for you to have it than to not have it. So I guess that day came, and, the buzzing in my ear of, ooh, this is so nice, and da-da-da-da, and then my curiosity of wanting to actually have my own Mac and, use it and become familiar with it. All that went into my decision of saying I'm gonna get the product.
Thank you, Corey,
Thank
for
you very
this
much.
interview and getting into the mind of someone when they make large purchases. And I think we've accomplished that today.
Excellent.
So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. And I didn't forget Mesmerize Entertainment, DJ Mesmerize. You can find him on Facebook if you look under DJ Mesmerize. That's MEZMERIZE. And you can probably find me on Facebook too. So once again, thank you for letting me be the interviewee. Have a good day.